If you need a new laptop, you have to choose AMD. AMD is more efficient, runs cooler, and faster. But is that entirely true in 2026? I spent the last month researching exactly that, because everyone on the internet has a strong opinion about it, and I wanted to know if that is actually true. AMD's been winning for the last few years now. The Ryzen laptops were genuinely better than Intel. They were more efficient, they ran cooler, and yeah, they got more performance. The benchmarks didn't lie. So naturally, when I started looking for laptops in 2026, I thought the same rule still applied. AMD good, Intel bad. Simple. Done. Next question. But here is where it gets interesting. Intel didn't just sit around, they fought back. In January 2026, Intel released the Core Ultra Series 3, specifically designed for mobile, and honestly, they're good. Really good. The efficiency gap AMD had, it's buried now. As you can see, Intel is a little bit more efficient than the last gen Ryzen CPU, Strix Point, and even more efficient than the newer Gorgon Point. I know, I was shocked too. On paper, AMD still wins with the Ryzen AI Max Plus 395. But here's the thing nobody talks about. The only reason the AMX Plus 395 runs faster is because it uses more power, and it has double the threads. Don't forget that we're talking about mobile CPUs after all. We need low power usage and high performance. Basically, we're trying to achieve Apple's performance on a different architecture, with Intel. Now, Intel is not only beating AMD. Intel's new iGPU, the Arc B390, is pushing scores equal to the 4050 and 5050, which is extremely impressive as both of them are DGPUs. This means that Intel has a legit shot at beating Nvidia on the mobile market in the foreseeable future. If Intel somehow manages to integrate HBM in their CPUs and optimize their drivers, which they really need to, they could become the leading chip provider for the laptop market. So what does this mean for the average user? The laptops will run cooler and it will stay quieter. Here is an example. This is a Lenovo Yoga Ultrabook laptop. It got an Intel 5 8th generation and has integrated graphics. As you can see, this laptop is very thin, meaning the performance is horrible, and the battery fitting here is really small. This issue can be solved by the new Intel's Panther Lake. If you think that this is everything, we haven't even talked about the fun stuff yet. The new Panther Lake CPUs run the same on power as on battery, even while gaming. This is actually the most impressive thing. Now, you don't have to go pick a MacBook to get that good battery life, and you won't lose a lot of performance on battery, making Windows laptops finally viable for even the Apple fanboys. Don't get me wrong, Intel and iGPUs only cover a little part of the mobile market. The Ryzen AI Max Plus is an absolute beast if you need that raw power, and if you talk about dedicated GPUs, being it AMD or Intel, they get smoked by Nvidia. But now you're paying for extreme performance in a small package, not efficiency. Speaking of dedicated GPUs, they are becoming optional for most people now. The iGPU argument is basically over, unless you're doing serious gaming or 3D work. You're just paying for a hot, power-hungry GPU that your laptop probably doesn't need. What's happening right now in 2026 is actually insane when you think about it. We're watching the laptop market split into choices instead of a hierarchy. Student laptop, Intel iGPU is perfect. Content creator, maybe you grab a discrete Nvidia workstation, just get a desktop PC. The old narratives don't apply anymore. AMD is better. You need Nvidia. The MacBooks are the only option. This is the part I really want you to understand. The moment everyone agrees on what's best is the moment the market stops competing. The second people stop asking which is better and they assume they know it, that's when companies get lazy. That's when innovation slows down. Hopefully Intel broke that chain, challenging many tech chip leaders at the same time, and now we're expecting some interesting actions from AMD and Apple. Maybe Nvidia will do something about it too, who knows. Intel being competitive is extremely good. This means that the other companies like AMD, Apple are being pushed to actually innovate further. That is perfect for tech development. The iGPU revolution threatening discrete GPUs? Perfect. Finally, things started to get actually interesting. A year ago, if you wanted the best laptop, you had a linear answer. Now, there is actual competition. There is actual innovation happening, because everyone is scared of losing market share. Think about what we've seen just in the last few months. Battery life has jumped, thermals have improved, discrete GPUs are becoming optional. Intel brought Nvidia to a real fight. AMD can't just rest anymore. We are living through this right now. Our generation gets to see the laptop market actually grow and evolve into what it's supposed to be: light, efficient, and fast. And here's what I'm really hoping for. I hope this competition doesn't slow down. I hope AMD responds with their own solutions. I hope Nvidia gets nervous enough to innovate harder and optimize their GPUs. When there is no clean winner, everyone raises their game. That's how we get better products. That's how we get real innovation instead of incremental spec bumps. So, what are you buying? What matters most to you in a laptop? Let me know in the comments, and if you think the mobile market is about to explode with innovation like I do, share this with someone who's shopping for a laptop right now. Let them know they actually have real choices.